Welcome back. Today we are going to talk about natural numbers. Natural numbers are also called counting numbers or positive integers. Now remember that natural numbers are rational numbers. Now how do you count? You start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? You don't count with 0, 1/2, 1/3, 1/5, right? Remember the game, the boat is sinking. And the facilitator will ask you to group yourselves into 2 and 1/2. Basically, even if the third person will sit, the third person will still be counted as 1, 2, and 3. We do not count with halves. So natural numbers are exact and used in counting. So where do we start? The smallest natural number is 1, and the least goes on. The second type of numbers are the whole numbers. If natural numbers start from 1, whole numbers start from 0. For example, we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the least goes on. The next type are the integers. The integers are the union of the set of whole numbers and the set of negative numbers. They are also called signed numbers. Therefore, a fraction, whether proper or improper, is not called an integer. 0 is an integer, but is neither positive nor negative. In our vernacular language, we say that integer has a sign. It can be positive or negative, and it must be buo. Like we say, 5, 7, 1. So buo siya. It could not take a fraction part. Like for example, 1 and 1/2. That is not an integer. 3/4, not an integer. So what are examples of integers? We have -4, -5, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, and 3. And the list goes on. And here are some non-examples of integers. 1/4 is not an integer. 1/2 is not an integer. 0.5 is not an integer. 0.75 is not an integer. And 3/4 is not an integer. Let me have a Venn diagram for signed numbers. These are the universal set is a set of real numbers. And there are two kinds. They can be rational or irrational. Remember that the two sets do not intersect. It means that there is no rational number that is also an irrational number. They are completely different. Rational numbers can be integers, whole numbers, or natural numbers. Now, integers is a subset or subsets of rational numbers. And if your integer, if we eliminate the negative integer, we just start from 0, we get the whole number. And if we eliminate 0, we're just left with positive integers, or we call them natural numbers or counting numbers. Let's have a true-false practice for a while. Now, are all real numbers rational numbers? That's false, because some real numbers can be irrational, while some can be rational. Next, natural numbers are whole numbers. If that is small set a bigger set, that is true, because natural numbers that start from 1 to 1 and onwards are also called whole numbers. Are natural numbers integers? Yes, because natural numbers is a subset of the set of integers. Are whole numbers natural numbers? The answer is no. Why? Because 0 is a whole number, but it is not a natural number. You will have more on this in the true false section.